All right. MMA House on MMA Block in MMAville. We are here with another one. Now, I've been waiting honestly since about Saturday night to drop this video. But I'm I really wanted to let all these little analysts and everybody get out their little opinions and say what they had to say, you know, before I really broke this down because I got a pretty strong opinion on this. And DC, I'm a huge DC fan. Uh, I respect what he's done for the sport. Respect what he has to say, but I also know that he has a job to do now, a different job, which is not fighting. His job now is to bring validation and credibility to guys like this weasel here, to guys like Joe Rogan. You know, he's there to make them look um, like they're supposed to be there. So let's let's just break this down real quick.
Got to tread lightly. We got to tread lightly here. We got to tread lightly here because we may make some people mad. But it's okay. I'm ready.
Tell it like this. We tell it like it is.
Okay, but he tells it like it is. Come on, man. This dude, this dude shouldn't even be talking about fighting.
People off.
Petr Yan, Aljamain Sterling, 4th round, illegal knee. No controversy in terms of was he down, was he up? I mean, this was as flush. It was as flush.
Yeah, it was flush. It was definitely flush. But again, the part where I want to get to.
As it gets. Aljo can't continue. The rules state situation like that, title fight, challenger gets hit with an illegal shot. He's the new champ. Heartbreaking stuff for Petr Yan. No one's a winner, in my opinion. No one's
a winner in Ariel's opinion. That's because Ariel himself is not a winner. Okay? If you are a winner, then you will recognize when someone else is a winner. When someone else has won. It's easier for you to recognize that. Almost second of nature. Um, Ariel Hawani has never won anything other than these monopolized journalism awards for MMA that again he doesn't have any competition in, you know. So what is he talking about? No one's a winner here. The rules specifically state if you hit someone with an illegal shot and get disqualified, that person wins. If you're running a fucking track meet and you're in a race and it comes down to you and one other person and they trip you right before you get to the finish line and you end up stumbling into the finish, falling and rolling into the finish line in second place, but they say, "Oh, since the other person tripped you, you win first place." Are you not going to accept the medal? Are we going to pretend like Aljamain was not in this fight? Now, they'll say some bullshit, but one of the judges had Aljamain winning. I had Aljamain winning the first 2 rounds, okay? The third round was for Yan, and the fourth round was going to Yan. It was going to be 2-2 going into the fifth, and that's real shit. You go back and look at the fights. Go look at the second round. Tell me that wasn't an Aljo round. Now again, 2-2 going into the fifth. And even if he was losing, he was still had a chance to win. He still had a chance. So let's not make it seem like this dude was out here faking. Now the thing is, if you think he was faking and he was not hurt, what I want you to do is get down on one knee and I want you to let a grown ass man knee you in your damn forehead just like this as hard as they can. And then tell me you can just get up and be back right back to how you were before you took that knee. Tell me, tell me you won't be dizzy or concussed or anything like that. These blows are illegal for a reason. Okay. Now, the UFC does a very good job of eliminating and getting rid of the things that will be detrimental to the sport. And this is one of them. You know, eye pokes, uh, stomping, biting, headbutts, a lot of which these things were legal at one point. But they took these things out because they realized what they do for the sport and how they look. This this is illegal, okay? You can't do that. And everybody knows that. So if you again, if you do something like this to somebody in a fight in the UFC, you know that you're going to get penalized. So let's not pretend like this is a new rule, okay? Aljamain won the fight via disqualification on Peter Yan. Now, one thing is can't be denied. A championship, a world championship is a world championship. So when he is looking like this and he throws the belt off, now that is the part that bothers me per se because, dude, you just won a fucking world title. It does not matter if you won it from disqualification, if you won it a vacant title, you know, if again people win a vacant title and they're like, oh well, I have to defend the belt before I'm a real champion. No, you don't. If you win the title, you are the champion. You didn't. He didn't cheat. He didn't cheat his way to this title. What are we talking about here, man? The thing that makes me upset is why he's looking all sad and threw the belt like that. When look, I I think it could possibly be because he already knew how how these um casual ass fans can be with the blinders on and who take advice from guys like Ariel Hawani. You know, he's probably thinking about how all these guys are gonna be saying stuff on Facebook and you know um, chastising him for literally going out there and fighting and performing to the highest level that he possibly could and doing the things right, the right way. And he getting penalized for that. So that's probably why. And he knew he was going to get penalized for doing the right things. So I can see why he would have been a little bit disappointed in that. But dude, you just won a world title. Fuck what anybody else has to say about it. You did not cheat. You did nothing wrong. You did everything right, and you won. Okay? He won the fight. He won this fight. There was definitely a clear winner in this fight, and that's why he has a belt wrapped around him. And when he went out and celebrated, to me, that was him coming back to his senses, and somebody must have told him, hey, dude, what the hell are you doing? You don't have to feel bad for winning. You won the fight. Why are you apologizing to anyone? This is not the way that you would want to win a world title, but would you have rather lost? Would you have rather lost? And then this Joe Rogan dude, man, I cannot stand Joe Rogan, man. He says so much is the stupidest shit. First, um, we got DC. He'll say it where Joe apparently says that the ref should stop the fight. Okay, which is true. The ref should have stopped the fight. But again, Joe also says, "Oh, I don't understand how a title can change hands uh, via disqualification." Shut the fuck up, Joe. Shut up. If you can win, if you can lose a title by disqualifying somebody, okay? If someone's beating the champion to the point where they have to throw an illegal blow, then they should lose the title. Or if the champion does some shit like this, They obviously don't know the rules. So they should lose the belt, be penalized. Go back, get it right, learn all the rules. You obviously don't know the rules if you're doing stuff like this. Okay? And again, it's a fight. Stuff just happens sometimes. So I'm not saying Jan's dirty. I'm saying he broke the rules. And when you do that, you get penalized in ways like that happen. You can get disqualified. This is not something that they made up on the fly. This rule has been around, guys. So I just don't want Aljamain to feel like he has to apologize to any fan, especially the casuals, people who have nothing to do with the world of fighting, can come in on these pages and bash fighters and talk bad about them and say all these things. But again, we're talking about a guy who literally did everything right. Okay, and when Daniel Cormier and John Jones had that situation, yeah, Daniel Cormier says, "Oh well, I didn't hold the belt up. I just held it down." Well, that's fine, DC. That's you though. You know what I mean? And again, you probably did that because again, you already knew what the fans were going to say, because they were already calling DC the fake champ, and he had already lived through that again or before. Which again, I wish DC would have walked around with more of a chip on his shoulder and let it be known that he was the champion. Okay, he was the champ. And he proved it time and time again. But it was something that should have already been known by him. He shouldn't have had to prove that to himself or to us. He should have already known that, and then the proof would just be in the pudding, in my opinion. DC was definitely the champion when John Jones got stripped. That's how for one, he fought a four vacant title against Anthony Johnson. And then he fought John Jones, no contest, fought Volkov again, or fought Volkov to defend. Situation with this, Aljo, look, man, don't worry about none of these people that's talking bad about you. You won the title. So don't throw the damn belt, okay? Don't throw the belt. We don't want to see that shit. We don't want to see you crying in the interviews, acting sad when you just won the damn title, dude. That's the only grievance that I have is, why are you looking like this? Why are you looking like you just lost when you just won a world title? How many people will even be able to get a title fight? Okay? How many people will ever be able to get a title fight? This is not faking. This is not faking. This is a this is a person who just got kneed in the face. Okay? Not the way I ever want to win a fight. It was close, competitive, and filled with action. I agree. I felt the knee was intentional, especially I don't know about well, obviously it was intentional. He meant to hit him, but I don't know if he meant to hit him illegally, anything like that. But uh, whatever. And the fact of the matter is, Aljamain won this fight. He has nothing to feel ashamed of in any way, shape, or form. And I wish he would never put this look on his face again or throw another championship belt, because, again, you don't know how many times you'll be able to wear one of these things, you know? So I think he disrespected the belt when he threw it like that. But hey, he came back to his senses, and I'm glad he came out popping champagne or whatever. He was popping bottles or whatever, because he should celebrate. He should celebrate being a champion. A lot of these people that are talking bad about him wish they could ever wish they would be able to hold up a UFC title, or he wouldn't even be able to come close. A lot, most of the people that are talking bad about him. So this is not to, you know, defend Aljo or anything like that, but it's just to keep it real. Like, put things in perspective. You know, MMA House on MMA Block, and MMAville. Keep it real.